I am telling you, let them continue to build these atrocities against the Igbo over and over and over and over again, because they felt that the Igbo man has been conquered. Igbo man can never be conquered. It is the Yorubas and the Northerners that are conquered. Nigeria has conquered them. Nigeria cannot conquer the Igbo man. What will happen to them is Nigeria will happen to them all. In this context, Tinubu is just like Awolowo of the 1967 has been defined by IBB. You know, these are people, inside them they have a deep hatred for Igbos. These are people who smile at Igbos, by in the morning, in the night, they become a different thing. No, it's a clear thing that Tinubu does not has that understanding and attitude of Awolowo towards the Igbos. So you can see, if you are talking about having Tinubu for the second time again, look at what happened. The entire Southeast was not included, was excluded from the budget. The Eastern Nigeria was excluded from the budget. Look at what is going on in the House of Representatives, in different houses in the Senate, where Igbos are standing up to challenge the Senate president, to challenge the speaker, to challenge the federal government on why they are deliberately, even when it became very clear, marginalizing and suppressing Igbo, even within the political caucus. I'm questioning, the way they elected you is the way they elected me. Why would you be excluding me from national interest and budget under the watch of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And you can see what they are saying, what the Yorubas elements in that government are saying, that they must not allow Igbos and again to conquer them. So everything that is tailored in that government is seen as anti-Igbo. We must not allow Igbo to conquer them. And I ask myself, people who are not in power, people who have not been in power, people who have not seen any other, who have not benefited from the system called Nigeria, how will they now conquer people who have been ruling, leading, sharing national cake for the past 60 years? If it is not another propaganda, if it is another angle of oppression, if another angle of suppression, that is what it is. So for Omahi to come from another angle and begin to campaign and champion the Fulanization, Islamization of Ebonyi State will fail like a pack of cards. Will completely fail. When you see them aligning, well, look at the decision and look at Tinubu signed it with the Northerners that the Southwest must be a Sharia Islamic run under Islamic law before they were able to make him president. He also entered an agreement with them in that regard, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must not be released under any circumstances. You can see what Ango Abdullahi is saying at this moment in time. What the Northerners are saying, basically based on the revelation of IBB. Let Dave Umahi continue in his Islamic tendencies in eastern part of the country. We know he's not building any road there. He is not showing any sign that he is the Minister of Works. Igbos are not seeing any development coming from that angle. All they do is to please the Yoruba. Now they have awarded Ibadan Lagos Express Road. How many roads in the entire eastern part of the country and south can David Umahi come out today and beat his chest and say, yes, under my watch, I've seen it done. From Calabar to Cross River to Lagos State, Coastal Express, running into almost 20 billion. Which one has come directly to the eastern part of the country? No. So I must tell you that the fact is that Umahi himself has already taken the same entered the same blacklist like the governor of Imo State currently now. The IPOB is watching. The Igbo nation is watching. The Igbos in diaspora is watching. The Igbos all over the world is watching. Everybody is gearing towards that angle. People are beginning to define certain things clearly the way it is. People are beginning to understand the reason why that we are continuing to have Fulani footage in the federal government system. And that is why you can see they can barely do anything. All we see about them is anti-Igbo policies, anti-Igbo tendencies, anti-Igbo championing anti-Igbo in different communities, are opening the doors through the windows for the Fulanization agenda, allowing Igbos to be killed at their farms, but as a result of they cannot be able to stand against the system because they know the system that brought them. There is only one solution, and that solution has come. There is only one solution, and that solution has come. There is only one solution, and the solution has come. There is only one solution, and that solution must come. That solution must be the restoration of Biafra as a nation.
But we see APC, in Southeast, beg Bola Ahmed Tinubu to beg Umahi to complete the project there in the Southeast. They said this might jeopardize Tinubu's chance in the Southeast in 2027. Do you even think the Igbos will vote for him?
Vote for who?
Tinubu. Because they said APC members there in the Southeast said that Tinubu is at risk because Umahi feels he's not doing the project that he's supposed to do there in the Southeast.
Whatever you are seeing coming from that angle, for me, is irrelevant at this point in time because Tinubu has stood his ground. Tinubu has defined himself. Tinubu never appointed an Igbo minister. Tinubu never created a balanced federal character system in his government. Tinubu has always worked against the government. His government has always tagged anything anti-Igbo, protest Igbo, just like his brother Awolowo did. You know, so there's nothing like that. The North is also going to throw him to the dustbin come 2027. I can tell you the North will throw this Tinubu you're seeing to the dustbin come 2027. There's no two ways about it. Nigeria is in crisis, it's in turmoil. Nigeria is hungry. Everybody is hungry. The North is hungry. The South is hungry. Courtesy of this man that does not know the left and right, that does not know where to start from, that does not know where to begin, that doesn't even know the identity of becoming a Nigerian president. That is what it is. Whichever way they're going to go, are they going to go for Obi? Are they going to go for whoever they're going to go? But I know in the clear truth and in clear consciousness, money will play a vital role. And anybody that picks it at its own peril. The consciousness and the spirit of Igbo has left this entity called Nigeria. We are looking for the restoration and recognition where the world will stand up one day and declare Biafra sovereignty, empower Biafra to defend themselves against any enemy, and not to repeat what happened in 1967. That's what it makes it great today. Israel was once in the shoes like where we find ourselves, but today Israel has overcome. And I've told you that what happened under Hitler, in any circumstances, remember, whoever you are, can never repeat itself. And that is the line the Biafran nation, the first Jewish black kingdom, is going to take against Nigeria. Nigeria will rise up against Nigeria at the end of the day. Those who believe in Nigeria, Nigeria will happen to them. That's my question.
Okay, sorry. Lastly, do you think that for Nnamdi Kanu, do you think that if Nnamdi Kanu is not released, do you think that there will be election there in the Southeast come 2027? Because we've seen Nnamdi Kanu brother come and say that Tinubu, Sheikh Tinubu have betrayed them, as regards the freedom for Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think that there will be election there in the Southeast if Nnamdi Kanu is not released?
No, there can be election. We have seen it in the past, whether Sheikh Tinubu or whatever. You understand? They know what they are doing. Most of them go to the East now to marry, trying to build fake relationship. We are going that. The time has not come. We'll tell them we are extremists. They don't know that Igbos are extremists. More than what they think, what they think they are. We are. When we begin to radicalize our thought and our reasoning and our way of doing things, if they see Igbo man anywhere, they will run away. I am telling you, Let them continue to build these atrocities against the Igbo over and over and over and over again because they felt that the Igbo man has been conquered. Igbo man can never be conquered. It is the Yorubas and the Northerners that are conquered. Nigeria has conquered them. Nigeria cannot conquer the Igbo man. What will happen to them is Nigeria will happen to them all, including Tinubu, including Tinubu himself. If we fail to release Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will happen to him and his family. Because I don't know how long the Igbos will continue to bear the brunt of lies and injustice. When they know actually that this is actually the truth. Igbos are not against Nigeria. Why would Nigeria be against Igbo? Igbo has never worked against Nigeria. Why would Nigeria be working against Igbo? Igbo have not stood against Nigeria. Why would Nigeria be standing against Igbo? These are millions of questions that has never been answered. And when Awolowo knew that it wasn't an Igbo coup, he kept quiet. Because their plan and the agenda is to make sure that Igbo does not rise. As simple as that. If Awolowo can keep quiet and over 7 million people died during that war, it just means you conspired. You were part of it. Tell me the illegality Igbo man has been part of in this country, apart from how to build a nationalist movement, make Nigeria work. And you feel that the Igbos are everywhere. They are domineering. Do what they do now to survive. And let it be in record that you also tried like an Igbo. And know whether it is easy to stay under the sun for 7 years. Pretend. What will happen to them? They don't know that world power can turn against anybody at any day. Those who were world power in the 1st century, in the beginning, the AD, in the centuries years ago, they are no more. The kingdom of Biafra is coming to regain the consciousness of the black nation, of the black race, both the ones in America, both the ones in UK, both the ones around the world. The only nation that has been destined for them is Biafra as the first Jewish black kingdom on earth. It's going to come. It might not come like the way he expected, but one way or the other. God that have been calling every day. Let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. We do not have any other place to call. And that is why when you go to Abia State, you see God's own state. Everything about Igbo belongs to God. Everything that Igbo's man does belongs to God. We are not killers. We have never killed Nigeria. But Nigeria is trying to kill Igbos. But God has stopped them. The revelation, truth, will continue to unveil against everything that's happening. Even Nnamdi Kanu's case now is going to backfire against Nigeria. Thank you.
If you look at the Igbos, he's talking about Igbo Amunna Igbo Umahi. Amunna. They are very ready to vote for Tinubu again, come 2027. I did not say they won't to. I say Igbo Bo Amunna Umahi. Apa Amunna Nna Umahi nwele ndị bụ Igbo ha. Ndị ejude Amunna Umahi more because Amunna Umahi molo Fulani more Igbo. More Hausa. More anụ ọfịa bụ n'ime ọhịa. So it is the kind of that particular Igbos, species of Igbos that are going to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes 2027. Because Tinubu himself knows that every body language of every Nigerian is against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Tinubu has failed woefully. Come quote me. There's nothing anybody can tell us that Tinubu has not failed. Tinubu has failed like a failure. And I'm telling you that comes 2027, there are many stupid Nigerians that will still go straight and cast their vote for him. Because that particular species of Nigerians are from Akpamunna Tinubu, Akpamunna Fulani, Akpamunna Tafawa Balewa, and Akpamunna Buhari. These are the species of Nigerians that are going to vote for Tinubu comes 2027. We are not saying that people won't come. People must come. Why not? At least in every 12, there must be Judas. In every Nigeria, 12 Nigerians, there must be Akpamu Fulani Nigeria. Akpamu Fulani among the 12 Nigerians that will come and vote for Akpamu Tinubu. That is what I'm trying to say. So come what may, there must be people called Akpamu Fulani, Akpamu Akpamu Buhari, and Akpamu Tinubu that will vote for Tinubu. It is not wrong now. The top people with Akpamu Buhari, they are the one that will come and vote for Akpamu Tinubu come 2027. But real Nigerians that know what's up, that knows the pain of what Nigerians are going through today, that knows what the legacy that Baba Awolowo left until his death, that knows the legacy Baba Nnamdi Azikiwe left, that knows the legacy Obi is fighting for. Those people are coming to vote for justice. They will never vote for celebrated criminalities. They will never vote for anointed criminals in Nigeria. They will actually come and vote for justice, vote for equity, vote for legality, and vote for dignity and integrity, so that man will never ever lose his dignity again on the political platform of Nigeria. Look at the kind of deadly mistake we've made barely 2 years ago, when everybody came out and voted for the justice, voted for legality. Some persons began to fight. Some persons carrying clubs, jackknife, dengon, guns across southwestern Nigeria, stabbing, maiming, hitting the Igbos, evicting them from their houses, shouting, "Go back to Anambra, go back to Imo, go back to..." They are hungry now. Hunger is finishing them. Hunger is killing them. They are hungry. The people that fought Igbo man 2023, not to, why must you go to Obi? Why must you turn your back? Go, this Lagos does not belong to you. They are hungry. Agwa agubola ha ebi empangwa muna. Ebi empangwa muna. Amonoko, awoloko. Vote for Tinubu if you no vote for. Ebi oluman pa. Agu hunger, famine, food drought. How many of you are eating today? You see us on the street of Lagos everywhere. You go to toilet us, the dobala before us. That is what it takes to stand on the side of justice. And you could see how you deny many Nigerians justice barely 2 years ago. Today, you are coming out from your chairs to actually see the pains and the gains of standing for justice. Justice can pay you good. Injustice negates humanity, which is why you are suffering today. To allowing every obedient, every labor, follower, supporters, to allowing every people that ask God for justice during 2023 election. Ebi oman kwa muno. Bogwanwe odibofu APC. Today, to eat rice, it hard deal. Today, for you to afford bills, you will shout and shout. See, let me tell you, 2027, vote wise. Don't diminish your dignity, your integrity, and personality by voting the wrong person because of money.
Okay, sorry. And lastly, we saw Nnamdi Kanu brother Emmanuel Kanu come and say that Tinubu betrayed Nnamdi Kanu and his family as regards not releasing him. They said the election was not supposed to have held in the southeast, but because Tinubu promised to release Nnamdi Kanu when he becomes president, that was why the southeast there was vote in the southeast.
Emmanuel Kanu is saying what surprises me. Emmanuel Kanu is supposed to know that Tinubu is a liar, that Tinubu can never do anything right. Tinubu is a liar. If Tinubu promises something, you should believe him. Why could you believe him? You can't believe a master of all lies. He say, "Come, go and vote. There will be peace. I will release Nnamdi Kanu." No, he is a liar. This man, oh my God, an epitome of what? Falsehood and deception. Don't rely on his word.
For this to be election in 2027 in southeast,
There won't be.
if there is no development
If
or
Nnamdi Kanu is not out, there won't be election. If there's no development in southeast, there will be no election. If Tinubu failed to include southeastern region in this current annual expenditure embarked on, there will be no election. Actually, it has cleared from every Igbo eyes. The whole southeast is untouched. No project going there, down there. After the whole annual expenditure, annual budget, southeast is empty, untouched. Nothing. No money has been budgeted for that region in terms of development, at least infrastructural wise, social amenity, and all that. No money has been budgeted for that region. Haven't you seen it? Haven't you heard it? I'm telling you that come what may, 2027, unless Nnamdi Kanu is out. Failure to release Nnamdi Kanu, nobody should go that place to cast any nonsense votes.
They will run